Welcome to numbers. No, no laughter. No, this is a very serious presentation. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. You know it's smart because I'm wearing 2 pairs of glasses. Incredible stuff. I'm very smart. Thank you for asking. Right. As you have seen from all the nonsense ever, everywhere, ever. This, okay. So, okay? This, okay. So this, right? So, this, right? It's numbers. We're gonna be learning about numbers. Did you fail maths? I failed maths. We're gonna be learning about numbers. Failure is the best teacher. That's why you've got me. Let's go! Yeah, today we are going to be doing what is called a tier list. But better, because I'm supporting my argument with facts and logic! Here we go. See, other people, when they do tier lists, it's like, opinions, feelings. Guess what? As the old saying goes, feelings don't care about your facts. I'm sure I'll get it eventually. This is professional. It says right there. It says presented by Clara Stellamari, professional numberman. That's my line of work. I'm not a streamer anymore, Dad. I'm a calculator. I sit in a bag for 3 years and then only get pulled out when someone forgets their phone. Let's go. Sorry, I was just drinking mathematics juice. The pure distilled essence of the Pythagoras theorem right there into my body, into my veins. Let's go, cardiac arrest, RTA. Here we are. Right, settle in, you're about to learn things. There will be an exam after this. You better start taking notes now. That's all. Well then, welcome to the number tier list, supported by facts and logic. If you put an echo on it, it sounds better. Right then. Here we go. Where's all my nonsense? You're just gonna be dealing with my mouse cursor this time because this is how I have to set up PowerPoints. Let's go. Right then. Go on. Oh, before we get into things, a quick disclaimer. It's important to be responsible. So disclaimer. Everything in this presentation is true. This is not opinion. This is fact. If you discover information that conflicts with that found in this presentation, don't. Can you do that, chat? Can you do that? Can you not? Stay safe out there, kids. Let's go. Here's the agenda. We have several points to go over today. By the way, I hope you appreciate the stock images. You'll be able to tell which of these were included with the template I used to make this. I'm a professional. Right then. So we have topic 1. What is a number? Topic 2. We must put the numbers in their place. Topic 3. How to rank a number. And then we'll finally get onto the tier list. Listen, you can tell I took inspiration from the perfect poker rap. It's not plagiarism because it's on a different topic. Also, I haven't had time to make a musical number about this. You know, if you want a job done well, do it yourself, chat. But before we get into that, I do just have some special thanks. Me, right, topic 1. What is a number? A brief history of the worst thing ever. Here we go. To start, every great PowerPoint presentation starts with a quote. Here's my quote. From Joseph Scrimblow, professor of hopscotch at Nobody Asked University, Colorado. Hold on, I need to get the echo back up. When you really get down to it, when you really take a closer look, if you take a second to dive deeper, when you think about it, it's entirely possible that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, from now until forever, numbers are... And I just think that gives you a lot to think about, really. Right, let's get on to the history of numbers. Once again, I would like to remind everyone in the chat tonight that this is completely factual. I didn't make any of this up. I was not on the phone with my brother asking if he knew, quote, fake number facts. Here we go. Right, we begin in the past. You know. This was the beginning. We didn't have numbers yet. Truly a better time. I'm sure you know, the Dark Ages, the Stonehenge day. Woolly mammoths didn't need numbers, and I'm gonna argue that we don't need them either. A bit less the past. Some time has passed. Ha 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 ha. An unnamed man forges the first number out of molten lead. He dies shortly after. Safety first, kids. Then we proceed on to the middle time. More numbers are invented or discovered. At the peak of the numerical empire, over 2,200 numbers are in circulation. I'm sure you've all read about this in your history textbooks. Then, I think it was the 60s, I'm not sure. Don't ask. And now we come to now. We are left with the 10 numbers we have today. Count them with me, kids. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 906, Stephanie, and the other ones. Don't worry about it. So, once again, let's go over today's numbers. I told you should be taking notes. I told you you should be taking notes. This is important. Because if you took notes, you would remember what's about to come up. I just gave you the answers, okay? Okay, this will be on the exam. Let's go. Count them with me, kids. Today's numbers. We have 0, 1, 3, Q, 11, this funky little guy, Trig Equation 3, I believe his name was, Sandra, and 2. All the numbers. Every single one of them. Once again, failure is the best teacher. Can we just listen? Humanity has come such a far way. Like technology, science, all of the evolution of your species. I'm an outsider, don't worry about it. All the evolution of the human race has come together into one finite point, and that point was Sandra. Are these all in the exam? What have I been saying this entire time? Honestly, none of you listen. I'm not getting paid enough for this. You go through... Do you know how long it takes to become a teacher? Honestly. I've been through so much. And you kids are so ungrateful. Right. Now that we know what the numbers are, let's go over some charts. These are important. To really, you know, the progression of the history of numbers it's very important. This will be on the test. This does contribute to the tier list, I promise. Okay, here's our graph. Can I get a pen? I can get a laser pointer. Let's get a pen. Let's get a nice blue pen. That's my color. Hello, that's me drawing with a mouse again. Right. If you remember. Okay, no, it's lagging. Why is PowerPoint lagging? The history of numbers, okay? We're gonna put this into a graph and it's gonna be great. Okay. So this is the beginning. This is the past. The past. This was when we had no numbers. By the way, you can see, okay, here's the y-axis. I didn't need to label the axes, I'm fine. And here are the lines. In yellow, or maybe in gold is the proper way to describe this. We had no numbers. Okay? In the past. There used to be a time, a glorious time, a beautiful time which we cannot return to, tragically, where we had no numbers. By the way, the green line is how much I care. For those of you on mobile who can't really read it, that's how much I care. So this is how much I care. And the value is, I didn't draw an arrow though, I drew a source pad. It's less than 200, which means I really don't. Okay? And for those of you who can't read this, the brown is the number of dinosaurs per capita. It's very important. The number of dinosaurs was steadily up here, okay? And you can see it's about to go downhill. That's an arrow. I did it. Right. This was when we had one number. This is when that one guy died of lead poisoning. This was when, you know, the number of dinosaurs was at its peak. Here we go. Ta-da! Presumably because that guy was a dinosaur hunter and he just toppled over and died. Honestly, you know what? It's probably for the best. Okay. This is when we started... Where's my mouse cursor gone? This is when we started getting more numbers, okay? Which ones were they? Like, I don't know, Josephine or whichever it was. Or sloth, or greed. Those numbers. You know? You remember these numbers? Okay. The number of dinosaurs did start going down, which I do think speaks for itself. I still don't care, though, so, as you can see on the graph. Next, we have a period I like to call, oh god, no, stop, that's too many numbers. The level of dinosaurs is really taking a hit here. But the number of numbers... yikes. I do think these are correlated. I'm so good at drawing with a mouse, it's unbelievable, but I wasn't 5 years ago. Look at this. Look at this. I care even less, by the way. It is important to, by the time that you have, what number is that? Yeah, 2200. I don't care. I don't have it in me to care about 2200 different numbers. And the number 2200 is not counted in that. This is different, okay? This is, base 10 went to hell, okay? You think you have it bad because you have to count on your fingers. Imbeciles. In the 60s, people had more fingers than that. Let me draw a diagram. This is very serious. Here is the thumb. And, here's the rest of them. And this is a hand. Hand. Oh, this should have been the drawing stream. There are too many numbers. How do you remember them all? I'm a professor! I went to university for this. I mean, this wasn't my major, but you know how it is. Right, and then the incident occurred. Anyway, the incident. This is when my amount of caring spikes dramatically. I am very invested in the incident in the 60s that you're not allowed to ask about. It was a very personal time for numbers and me. You know, the number of dinosaurs per capita, it's recovering. It's getting better. Things are looking up. I mean, unless your numbers, in which case, yikes. Yikes, buddy. There we go. But I do care, and I think that's the important part. And then, do I need to lean over? Here we go. Circa 2022. That's today, I think. I'm not sure. Check's watch that I'm not wearing. On my hand. I would like to point out, I don't care quite as much. But the number of dinosaurs per capita still hasn't hit 0. And I do just think that speaks for itself. How do I go on to the next page? There we go. Oh yeah, anyway. Here we are. There we go. Here's that chart. Here's that same chart, you know. But if you colored it in. Here's that chart if it was on the N64. Here's that chart if it was flat. And here's that chart if it was round. Anyway, how are numbers made? This is important. Once again, it will be on the test. Go on. Oh, no, these pictures are self-explanatory. Sorry, they were so self-explanatory that PowerPoint didn't want... Why is PowerPoint lagging? I can't do this. I can't do anything. The numbers are too strong. There we go. I'm sure, you know, once again, this was all in your textbooks, you know? It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Right, and that brings us on to part 2. We must put the numbers in their place. I am the god of this new world. This, you know, you might be saying, actually, the next slide really does bring this into focus, okay? Some common questions. Some questions you might be having right now. Here we go. What is the point of ranking numbers? If we try to rank the numbers, what will happen to general maths education? And my wife just went into labor. Stop talking to me about this. The answer to all of these questions is yes. Now, here's some statistics for you, just to really hammer that point home. A recent consumer survey found that 12 out of 10 people image them. Oh, let's get that image up there. There has to be a better way. I'm imagining that's what this stock image man sounds like. Nice tie. It's like an infomercial. This picture is completely unrelated, but I still think it has value. And that's why we need a rating system. Look at this graph! Anyway, here are the consequences of not having a rating system for numbers. Right, this is consumer informed attitude versus bad vibes rate. This is something, I care deeply about this, okay? As a connoisseur of good vibes, I care arguably too much about this. Here we go. Right, so this is, the level of informedness is the colors. Yellow is very informed, blue is somewhat informed, green is like what I aspire to be. And these are common causes of bad vibes. And you can see that in every case, in every single case, the less you know about numbers, the worse your vibes are. Which is why my back really hurts all of the time. It's not unrelated, don't worry about it. You can't see that because you don't know enough about numbers. But this one is higher than these two, okay? We have general dissatisfaction. It's worse. You are less satisfied in life. Your kids love you less if you don't know numbers good. Something that I have had to deal with on a daily basis, chat. Financial issues go up when you don't know what numbers are. I'm guessing this one was just a fluke. Don't worry about it. The number of number-related injuries and or deaths, it dramatically spikes if you don't know what numbers are. And then this is 4, so don't worry about it. Here's a stock image of a man who, he wasn't very informed about the numbers. And this is what happened to him. Go on. And here's what happened to him. PowerPoint stopped working to him. Here's what happened to that man. He became a pencil. He's really not having a good day. And that's why it's important. I'm laughing as a coping mechanism. It's important, okay? You've got to know this stuff. You don't want to end up like this. You don't want the saturation on his chin severely enhanced. Do you want to end up like that? Do you want to end up looking like that to your kids? Do you want your children to see that? That's what I thought. Scared straight. Consequences. There we go. And that brings us on to topic 3. We are really just sliding through this. Haha, it's because it's PowerPoint. There we go. How to rank a number. Now that we know that we need to do it, otherwise society will crumble. Here is how you rank a number. But first, allow me to introduce you to my number team. I met these lads at Megane University, which is clearly where I studied, based on all the everything you're seeing on me right now. I majored in computational surgery. And that's why I'm qualified. Right, let me introduce you to these guys. We have Drimby Quirting. He got an E in high school maths. I really just think that means he's qualified. And then we've got Rebecca Slach. She owns a mug that says it's wine o'clock. She does remind me a little bit of my own mother. Only in the mug thing. It's fine. Have I ever seen that mug? No, honestly, but I'm sure Mum's hiding it somewhere. It's either a mug or it's a cushion. Nathan. I love stock image people. Nathan. He watches maths videos on YouTube at 2 times speed. I've watched exactly 1 maths video, and that means I'm qualified as all hell, baby. We've got Rafu, got Momery. He only has this job because his dad owns the company. I did say I met all these guys at university. Rafu is the one exception. Come on, if Matt is short for Matthew, then Rat is short for Rafu. And that's his name, the mouse. And then Louise, and she was fired, so we don't talk about her. Here's the ranking criteria that I settled on with the boys. Just me and the boys, ranking numbers. This is really where we get into the, what's a metaphor for maths? It's like meat and potatoes, but the decimals and fractions of it. The denominators and numerators of it. We did it. Right. Rank this, baby. Go on. Go on. Okay, it just won't let me click when I have the... I just can't click when I'm using the laser pointer. Okay. Number 1 is sharpness. Sharp numbers are good because they get to the point, never speak to me ever again. On the other hand, round numbers are cumbersome as hell. Yeah, don't... Listen, we were all thinking it, okay? Don't cancel me over this spicy take. We were all thinking it, okay? I know we didn't all want to say it, but you know, when you're doing cutting-edge research like this, it's important to speak the truth. Anyway, I don't want my numbers looking like a dang hula hoop. Next up, versatility. A good number should be pray for me. A good number should be usable in a wide range of users. This gives even numbers an advantage. Do I care? Why should I? Give me one good reason. Just because something's unfair doesn't mean I'm not going to put it in my PowerPoint. Anyway, we can't afford unnecessary numbers. We don't have the time or the money. Budget cuts in the department. You know how it is. The ranking criteria continues. Times table gooditude. If a number cannot be easily times tabled, I hate it. Numbers don't care about your feelings. They care about mine, though. Small number advantage is real, and I'm here for it. I am biased. No, I'm not. We'll get on to that. 7 is gonna hate this. You didn't hear this from me, alright? I'm sorry to all you 7 stands in the chat. I can't actually see the chat right now. My stream could be on fire, and all I know is just like, 7's gonna get pretty heated about this one. Anyway, iconic status. There we go. Some numbers are more culturally significant than others. Just because we don't tear down culturally significant buildings, so too shall we not bring down the numbers that have shaped society. It's like a heritage site. For math. I'm very smart, thanks for asking. There we go. There's your proof. My source? I think I might have forgotten to cite my sources at the end of this. And I do apologize severely. I apologize awfully. I apologize absolutely terribly. But my source is, let me just cite that right now. It's important as an academic to cite your sources. And my source is, trust me, bro. My source is that I made it up. There we go. And finally, the last ranking criteria is not 3. I hate 3. All my friends hate 3. Points will be docked if you are the number 3. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about this. Let's go on to possible bias. It's forgot about you. Sometimes you need to fill a PowerPoint, and sometimes Microsoft stock images are all you have. Damn, girl, your joint's looking better than mine. Anyway, my possible biases are that I have none. I'm a perfect human being. Name one time I have been wrong about anything. Anyway, now that we've cleared that up, let's go on to the tier list. The tier list, bottom text. Watch this, baby. Watch this, baby. Ah! I made a graph. Okay? Brace yourselves, kids. Here we go. I was deciding this with, not my brother, definitely not my brother. I was not on a phone call with my brother asking him, I'm gonna go back to this because that's very bright. I was never on a phone call with my brother asking, how iconic do you think the number 6 is? I am a professional. I wouldn't bring in civilians like that. Here we go. The tier list. Watch this. I'm trying to, hold on. Let me start my monitor. I made a graph. I should not do that with the monitor that keeps breaking. Oh, that's why. Wow. Anyway, here's my graph. It's beautiful. It doesn't look like a spider web at all. Here are the numbers. Color-coded for your convenience. And we've got sharpness, iconic status, not 3. I hate 3. My friends hate 3 points will be docked if you are the number 3. Versatility and times table gooditude. And you can clearly see, with no confusion whatsoever, the thought process. No one actually scored a 10 in versatility or sharpness, I've just realized. There we... Hold on. Wait, no, sorry. Sorry. Wait, how did 9 score a 9 in sharpness? It's because I'm an idiot. And that's why color coding is important, kids. There we go. You will also notice that 8 didn't fully score a not 3. Let's go over this right now. Sharpness, okay? Okay. This kind of went in your usual pattern. 3 really didn't do very well here. Neither. Where is 8? I think 8 scored the same. You just can't see it because they're overlapping. There we go. 4 is doing pretty okay. 2 is doing a little bit less okay. Basically, the more curved lines you need to make, and I'm not counting like silly things like a 7-segment display, okay? We are real men and we write in cursive. That's how maths works, baby. What was the highest? Yeah, the highest scoring number was 1. You could say it's number 1. So I just felt my soul leave my body a little bit. Ah, there we go. Everything basically scored the way you would expect on sharpness. Next we have versatility. Okay, you understand? Versatility. What kind of situations can you use these numbers in? And once again, 1 is really doing well on this. 9 also came in pretty good. I feel like 9 is pretty versatile, because it's just 10 minus 1. It's very smart, actually. 2 also got the same... What's it? The same score? 5 also did. So it's 2, 9, and 5. But then, 1 is really beating them out. I think... Why did I score 0? Nope. Don't question at me. It's fine. I didn't procrastinate on this PowerPoint at all. Just like I never procrastinate on my homework or my life or weddings or anything like that. There we go. Timetable gooditude. You can tell I'm calm because I'm talking like this. Timetable gooditude. Obviously 0 and 1 are at the top. Closely followed by 2. At the bottom, what do we have? Is that 0 again? No. I think that might be 3. No, 3 is here. I can't read these charts. No, don't question it, Clara. It is fully comprehensible. There we go. Where's 6? 6 is pretty timetable good. I think the lowest scorers here were 8 and 7, just because I hate them. I don't want to think about them. Yikes. 9 did score higher because of that thing you can do with your fingers or whatever. So it's, what is it? There's like a thing to do with your fingers for the 9 times table, and I've actually forgotten what it was. It's like 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. It's actually pretty easy once I think about it. And that's why that scored like that. Iconic status. This is where we really get into fact and not opinion. I've got some stuff written down here, actually. Okay. So for 1 scored the highest. 1 is the most iconic number I've ever seen. We've got things like... one of my research fellows suggested BBC One followed by Poundland. He also suggested binary. And that's why 0 is scored pretty high as well. I don't think 0 is quite as iconic as number 1. But we will see. What have I got written down for number 0? Just binary, again. Oh, it says fill this out later, and I didn't. No, this is a perfect TED Talk. Okay. We also suggested, what was it? 2 is also up here with 0. Suggested Y2K. I feel like, the early numbers, 1, 2, and I hate to admit it, 3 is a little bit iconic. But it was only saved by, what is it, like 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1. 3 blind mice and the rule of 3s. You know. It's really not pulling its weight is what I'm saying. What else? I have nothing written down for most of these. I do have that 7 is lucky. And oh boy, we've got a lot for 9 and 8. For 9, where's 9? Where's 9? 9 is the dark green. There we go. 9 got a 7. There we go. A 7 in iconic status. Because, what do we have? 99 pence thing. You know when prices end in 99 pence? I think that might also be why I ranked it so high on versatility. Because you see a lot of prices ending in 99 pence. It can be used in a wide variety of circumstances. Wow, we did it. Also emergency numbers. You know, 999, 911, 118. No. 900, 9,099. The emergency numbers. We know all of them. 122. That's slightly different. But that just cements 1 as the most iconic number. America. Who's with me? USA! USA! And then for 8, listen. 8 is on thin ice. Because it's nearly 3. But we do have things like an 8 racetrack or like an infinity sign. Let me, go on. I'll draw it in a highlighter. In a less ugly shade of highlighter, please. And there we go. You know the... And then cars go around it. That kind of thing. There we go. How do I erase the... Goodbye. Because there's another graph coming up, so I need that space clear. And then, what else? Yeah, the final criteria was not 3. And I've got to say, some were doing better than others. Most of them scored a perfect 10. Most of them. And that's all I'll say about that. Right. Then, we tallied everything up. It wasn't just me on Google with a calculator, being like, how are numbers? Because I know how numbers are, because I'm very smart, actually. We tallied everything up, and this was what we based the tier list on. Right, I want to be able to see the chat for the... So I can see the... What is it? The tier list. There we go. UK! No. Nationality means nothing in the face of numerical attitude. I just did a thumbs up. You're never going to be able to see that. But 3 is the magic number. Super Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man 3, Castlevania 3. I don't care. And neither do the facts, okay? This is vetted, I should mention. I ran this by at least one other, like, actual living person. It wasn't just my brother. He was also not biased. He was also driving at the time, so he heard me perfectly loud and clear. You know, I feel... Do you really want to hear the harsh truths of numbers, chat? Because I have a feeling there's a lot of 3 stands in the audience tonight. And I didn't come here to be attacked. You come to my TED Talk. You disagree with me. How do you feel about fractions? Don't make this more complicated than it needs to be. Right, do we want to see the tier list? Do we want to see the tier list? Let me just finish off my numeracy juice. Oh, there was but a drop left. A fraction left! We did it once again. Oh, I'm a genius. Is there a punishment for disagreeing with you? Because I disagree with you. Mod span this man. Okay, here we go. More TED Talks need the presenter to throw down with the audience. I agree. And definitely not just because it benefits me. Right. Can I get a drum roll, baby? Can I get a baby drum roll? Can I get a... I gotta keep doing this until I see drum emojis in the chat, so please don't leave me hanging because my hands are gonna start hurting soon. Drum. There we go. We found one. We found one. Watch this. Watch this. Behold the tier list. This is awfully slow. I should have sped that up. Here is the tier list. Here's the final result. Behold the ethereal beauty of the tier list. I've split them into 5 scientific ranks. Here we have God's gift to math. Nice to have. Sure, why not? I hate you not kidding. Bye. And 3. How dare you? I'm sorry. It's important. You need to be able to say controversial things in science, okay? Right. Obviously, 1 and 2 scored the highest. These ones also did pretty well. These, you know, the further down we go, basically, the less necessary these numbers are. We could survive without 6. How often do you really need the number 6? Like, I was technically born on a 6. Like a 16, but... but it still counts. And even I don't think we need it. You know. And I've got, like, a personal... Strong disagree on 4. Strong disagree with you being in the chat, sorry. How many times do I need to tell you? This is fact. Listen, personally, I wouldn't mind if 6 was a little bit higher up. I wouldn't mind if 7 was a little bit higher up. Arguably, I wouldn't even mind if 4 was a little bit higher up. But when you run the numbers, this is why we talked about bias, okay? I'm completely unbiased here. I did not have final say on this PowerPoint. I did. Right, here we go. 1. Anyway, that's the end. I hope you appreciate this. I hope you appreciate this. Now you are informed. Now you're informed. Now you know numbers good. And I just think that's important. 1 being number 1 is a little too perfect to be true. I'm sorry the results came out too beautifully for you to believe. Maybe, you know, get the nostalgia out of your eyes. 6 isn't that great, okay? We don't need it. We definitely... You know what? I can just... No, hold on. I can fix this. I can fix this. I hope you all appreciate my math tunes, by the way. My funky maths music. Time for us to pass all our exams with this newfound futuristic knowledge. If any one of you fails your math GCSE, despite the fact that the majority of you live in the US, if any of you doesn't pass, you know, don't say I didn't try and help you. That's all I'm saying. Right then, give me my laser pointer for the big finale. Go on. I've never had to use a laser pointer so much in PowerPoint. It's exciting. If you have nothing else going on in your life, that is. Right. Here's the conclusion. I failed GCSE math. That was on me. Failure is the best teacher. Thank you very much for watching. My applause button isn't going to work because of the way I'm doing audio. Oh. Okay, so I took it again and I think I lost points. They keep updating it, honestly. We don't need to know trigonometry. I mean, I need to know trigonometry so I can do sick trick shots, but that's on me. Pythagoras is crying, basically, is what I'm saying. That's the end of the talk. Here's where you can find me. At maths.maths. I'm very smart, actually. That's the end of the presentation. Do any of you have any questions? I don't think there are any slides past this. Yeah, no, just the void. Are you enjoying the void? There we go. Yes, a super chat for 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that furry out of my face. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? What is your problem? Did you not read? Did you not read? We have eliminated 3. We don't need it anymore. Where's Slevin? Slevin, were you not paying attention? Were you not paying attention? I made it very clear. Slevin! Go on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, Slevin died in the incident. Sandra is also gone. Trig Identity 2 is also gone. The funky little guy, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure you can drive mouse on some calculators somewhere. Okay. No! Stop it! You're basically giving me no money when you think about that. So when you think about it, super chats are free. Are free. I did. Son of a. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm on thin ice. Oh no! I accidentally super chatted on all threes. Whoops. Yeah. That's gonna be the last mistake you ever make, buddy. That's on you. I hope you appreciate all the graphs. I should have said anything. Guys! The balls prove it! The ball bit proves it! 3 isn't real anymore! I'm begging you, my wife is in the hospital! 3 isn't real! I have to scroll so much! Hurry up with your stupid cursing thing! And there we go. Yeah, what about Pi? Does Pi still exist? Pi has 3 in it, so I'm afraid not. I'm sorry. We don't need it anyway, okay? You know, everyone... Is it uppercase Pi or lowercase Pi we keep forgetting about? Because if so, yes. There we go. There we go. I want to see 8s. At least 8 is a little bit iconic because it can also be patchy, patchy, patchy. 3? We don't speak that number. You come into my house, you insult me. Disgusting. Are you for or against the square root of -1? Aye. Well, that's the end of the presentation. I hope you all enjoyed. I failed GCSE math. Thank you. I have been your host. I will continue to be your host. For now and for always. I am wearing 2 pairs of glasses just in case the first one falls off my head. There we go. What are we doing tomorrow? What are we? Oh, we're playing Smash Ultimate. That's just as educational as this was. Congratulations. I'm very good at mathematics. Thank you for watching. 3 isn't real and it can't hurt me. Oh, it's a good idea. I did a good job today. Listen, okay? And if I end the stream now, people can't send me any more 3s!